So scientists look to nature to solve problems. Many times we get our inspiration, humans get inspiration from nature to solve humans' problems. And good engineers always ask themselves that question: how would nature solve this? So let's take it back to 1941, when a Swiss engineer was hunting with his dog, and they both developed burrs stuck to them on the dog's fur, on his pant legs, everywhere, and it seemed to defy gravity. He was fascinated by this, and he took the specimens home and he looked at them under a microscope. And he realized that they defied gravity because it was a hook and a latch system, like a hook and a loop system that was happening, really keeping the burrs stuck on the dog's fur and on his pant legs. This man invented something you all know. Can you think for a minute what it is? And what was invented for human use as a result of being inspired from nature? I'm sure you all guessed it. Velcro. This is how Velcro was invented. Inspired from the burdock tree. How cool is that? So they absolutely modeled how the burrs stuck together and made Velcro for human use. This process is known as biomimicry, where you mimic or imitate life or nature. It's a very, very interesting concept, one I am fascinated with, and one we'll be exploring greatly within the next few weeks. And I'm really, really excited about what's to come.
But I'd like to take this time to talk about and show you other organisms besides animals that have adaptations. So we are sitting in my yard, in my backyard, and this is what I get to see every spring. Okay, we have right here, we have fiddleheads from ferns. We have the beautiful trout lily, and then these little leaves that are curled up right there is the Canna Mayflower. But our focus is on the trout lily, and you can see that they have these green and brown mottled leaves resembling that of a brook or brown trout. They have a yellow nodding flower. So some of their adaptations is the flower itself, because this is the way the plant reproduces through seeds, and also the beautiful yellow color attracts insects for pollination. But one of the most amazing things about these plants is that I want you to take a look at what you see. Right? They are all over my backyard. Right? And also, if you take a look up in the sky, what's missing? Any ideas? Think about it for a second and let me know. What is missing? I bet you said leaves on the trees. And that's right. These flowers take the opportunity to grow in early spring. They are what you called ephemeral. They are quick, these flowers. They only bloom for a few days. March, April, and May is the time that the trout lilies bloom during this time. And they come and go so quickly because they're taking the opportunity while the earth is warm to grow, reproduce, make flowers and seeds. It's an amazing and beautiful, beautiful carpet of trout lilies in my backyard. It's something that I relish. I just enjoy so much.
Greetings, good people. My name is Miss Neislick, And I would like to demonstrate Newton's first law of motion, which states an object at rest will stay at rest, and an object in motion will stay in motion with a constant speed and direction unless acted on by a force. I have my inertia hat that I made with a coat hanger and tennis balls. And I have a plastic plate that I'm going to balance on my head, and then I'm going to balance my inertia hat on my head. And then I'm going to apply a force. And don't I just look like sunshine with a couple planets orbiting? The next thing that I want to demonstrate is the object at rest will stay at rest unless acted on by a force. So I'm going to get my inertia hat set up again and see if I can get my planets to stop. So the planets pretty much should have stayed at rest because I didn't apply any force. Newton concluded that two factors combined to keep planets in orbit around the sun and the moon in orbit around the earth. Those two factors are gravity and inertia.
This video is going to show you how to create your class register, your account on Scratch. You're going to create another account on Scratch. If you already have a Scratch account, that's fantastic. I think that's great. A lot of my students in the past have had Scratch accounts before, but because this is school, you need to create a teacher moderated account. And the way you do that is by clicking this purple rainbow unicorn class registration link in Google Classroom. You will not be able to create a Scratch account that I will accept for your work in this class through any other link except for this particular link. So you're going to click this link and you're going to follow the instructions. So my avatar, my username is Mrs. Roboto, and my avatar is a glitter unicorn rainbow unicorn because glitter rainbow unicorns. And the image for our class is a pink fluffy unicorn dancing on a rainbow. And you're just going to click get started. You're going to sign in. And there's a lot of stuff going on here. Hopefully you had some time to look around. We will do a little bit of a lesson on exploring Scratch, maybe creating our profiles and stuff before we share our first projects with the world, so we don't go out there like invisible people. But the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to make something that we can share with people. So what you're going to do today is you're going to click the idea. So up here on the top where you see my cursor, there's the ideas tab, and you're going to click ideas. So ideas gives you all these tutorials. There's all these tutorials. It says, what were you create? It's very inspiring. Okay, so you're going to scroll down and we're going to try the very first tutorial. So you're going to click try it. And what it's going to do is it's going to create a project for you. So this is your very first project in Scratch. It's untitled. Mine says untitled 8 because I guess I have like 7 other untitled projects that I need to delete because there's nothing in them. Or I need to change the title to something more exciting. And here is the tutorial. Now, some kids get really confused. Oh, that's shrink. Okay, they see this tutorial and they watch the first slide and they're like, oh my God, they gave instructions, but they were so fast I couldn't remember what they said. You don't have to remember that because the video just kind of is a quick video overview that you're going to watch. And then there's these step-by-step. So we go back right? So then we're going to watch this little video, but then there's a step-by-step that shows you add a move block. Like where do you get that? Okay. It's like, okay. All right. So we're going to go back here. We're going to watch this together.
With Scratch, you can make your own stories, games, and animations.